Well, hello there, YouTube, and welcome to an absolutely nasty pouring down rain day today. Anyway, I just been goofing around with the dogs and stuff, and thought I'd come out here and ponder and mess around with the Road King a little bit more. And let's go inside. It's just nasty out here. It's been this way all day. It's been really windy though, too, at the same time. I mean, crazy windy. So I apologize. I don't remember your name. I should have looked before I come walking out here. But anyway, talking about in yesterday's vlog about the mount for the phone here, and going back to the Mini. Well, the Mini just kind of, it looks so lonely in that big old case. And gentleman mentioned, he goes, quad lock. He goes, that's the best ones to have. And I said, well, I agree, but I just, all the kids, the bombing around in their Groms and, MT-07s and 09s and stuff. Everybody's got quad locks on there, right? Handling their phone. I can't stand those cases. They just feel so cheap and cheesy. In lieu of that, for my little Mini, I'm going to go ahead and get the quad lock set up for my 12 Mini. And I'm going to get I've already got it, I ordered it. I'm going to get the 1-inch ball so that it can go. I was thinking about getting the clutch and brake clamp mount. It'll just mount over this. It's got spacers, and I don't want the thing that far up close to me. And then, because these bars are so long, as you're hitting heavy stuff in the road, the isolators and stuff in the bars, look, I can even do it with it sitting here. I don't want that thing bouncing around on me. I did get the vibration reduction thing with it as well. So it'll have the quad lock mount with a 1-inch ball, and I'll just use this or another clamp. I've got these things kicking around everywhere. So it'll be a much cleaner, way cleaner look. And I'm not getting the little charge base or anything like that. I'll just get a really short USB that'll plug into my little adapter here, and that'll be good. And that way this big old thing's not on there holding, because my Mini looks like that plastic piece sitting in the middle. In fact, the clamp just closes, so I have to stretch the the rubber lock on it to ensure that my Mini doesn't bounce out of there. It's basically a regular iPhone, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So anyway, got that ordered. And I brought my tank bag that I used for, I think I used it for Yellowstone. Yeah. Used it for Yellowstone. Used it on the Chieftain for Yosemite. Used it on the Street Glide for the Road King for the Utah trip. Zion and all that stuff we did. Then the next year for California, for Yosemite, I used it on my 2015 Street Glide, that was in 16 on the Chieftain. Yeah, Chieftain. My Street Glide, the black 15 for Yellowstone, and then I used it because in 17 I couldn't go because we had just become a BMW dealer. And I was the only tech there, so it wasn't in the cards. I couldn't go. Actually, there basically was no trip that year. Dave and Gabe came up, and they rode around with David Andrews a little bit there in Oregon. And then Dave and Gabe, went through Moab and whatever and went back home. But anyway, then for 18, I used that same tank bag when we did the Crater Lake run with the GSA. You remember how long the straps were to fit on the GSA? It worked. But they work great with these magnetic tanks. The trick is, it doesn't move around, but before you put it back, once they click down, it's magnetic. Once they click down, they stay. They don't move around. But you got to make sure, and I even keep a microfiber in the bag just in case, you stop at a restaurant or whatever, it gets dust on it. Just make sure you wipe the dust off, because they'll sit there and sitting between those magnets and stuff, it could mark. It didn't. You remember the flat black, just like that, my Street Glide Special was, the 2015, and it didn't leave a mark on it. Didn't leave a mark on anything. But anyway, I'm going to see if that'll work on this thing and not interfere with anything. Of course, with that quad lock thing, this will be much smaller. All you'll see is the iPhone sitting out there for the most part. So I don't have to worry about that coming, because see, this comes pretty close to the dash there. It clears it. But very big heavy galoot. Danny's at the door. Come on, buddy. My little hangout buddy. Yeah, you're a good boy. He was coming out here with me. And he didn't come in the garage that time. He stands off. He lets things cool down or something for a second. He doesn't just walk in here with me. It's crazy. It's dog. Oh, another thing too, I was looking, see what my service interval was. Well, the end of July last year, I did the brake, full brake, and clutch flush on this thing, and I did a full service, and it had 37 something on it. Believe it or not, it's only got 39 on it now. So I've ridden it since the end of July last year. I've only put 200 miles on this thing, maybe a little bit more. That's why it looks so clean. She's my garage trophy. So I don't have to do the service. And I never short run them, absolutely ever. So I don't have to worry about, the oil sitting in the engine for a year. Don't have to worry about that. Never short run your motorcycle. I beat that horse to death. But, so, what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to take that off. And then I'm going to see how the tank bag fits. Because these bars kick way farther back than my Street Glides and stuff did. And Road King, way farther back. So it may not even work on this thing. So I don't know. We'll see. And I do need to mount the rear bag. And I know how to mount it. I just need to figure out how to do the, to secure it underneath at the back of the rack. So we'll mess with that for a moment. And I think I need to put this on before I put that on. So that means I'll have to take these clips off, which you'll do basically once a day in the evening when we stay whatever we stay, and at night or the next morning when we leave. And it's just off once, back on another time. And I get some, these things, I hear people say they're highly UV resistant. But still, I've got the spray that I bought that you can spray them down and make them more UV resistant. So at some point I'll put that on there as well. In fact, if you look at their site, they suggest using a brand, and that must have been an old thing or something, because I simply can't find it. Amazon doesn't have it, and they just must have went belly up since these went out. And they've made some updates on these bags too. Doug Morgan sent me a picture of his setup, and the bags are a little bit different. The handle wasn't straight on the top like this, which seems kind of weird to have the handle there. I guess they have a lot of faith in these two straps underneath here, because it's going to lift that whole piece when you carry it. Which I'm not worried about that. Did Mama have a bug on her fender up there you had to sniff out? Anyway, we'll play with that right quick. I think first thing I do, I'm just going to set that dink bag on there, see what that looks like. I need to know if the bar is going to hit that right away or not. A dink bag is so useful. You just whoop, pick it off, and you keep, your most important stuff in that, because you never leave it behind type of thing, And it's got an old strap you can click on, and you can carry it like a man purse type of thing. Even if you're going into a restroom, don't leave certain things behind, All right. I got the tank bag. She bolts on there good. At full lock turns, it hits the bag, but not even enough to like click a turn signal or something. The worst thing could happen is I could turn the cruise on with it running, but it's not going to set the cruise, obviously, if you're going slow enough that you're going full lock. But it could, you know, activate it on and off. And then, as I remember, you know, the key is underneath the, is underneath the tank bag. But I secured the rear bag, and it's coming up and looping against the backrest, and it's not hitting anything sharp, which is what I need to find some of that weather stripping. Oh, it's Danny. It's in here. The hook is in the seat strap, so I don't have to worry about anything chafing there. But I've got it looped underneath here and zigzagging back and forth. So, and it's coming around, looping around the bag, and then coming back through, looping around the sissy bar rack up there. Oh, I can point the camera where it needs to be if you guys see any of that. And yeah, she's nice and secure. She ain't going nowhere. The same with the big bag. She's strapped down tight and she's ready for the duration. Ready for the long haul. Yeah, between those two bags, two saddle bags, and a tank bag, and when I'm sitting on it, I'm in it nice and comfortable. You know, if I want to lean back on the bag, that makes that nice and comfortable. And then, you know, the tank bag is basically at the front of my gut. Got a clear view of my, you know, Speedo intact. Then the phone won't be much bigger than this, sitting with that quad lock sitting there. Now I'll get a real super short lightning, because the Mini still uses lightning. You know, run it down there, and I'll make sure I got USB-C one. So if I decide I want to use my Pro Max, I did buy the cover for the Pro Max as well, just in case I decide I want that Goliath looking thing sitting up there. The whole idea with, you know, this nakedness of the Road King, and you can make it naked. You can pull the shield off, the saddlebags, the saddlebag guards stay on there, but that's how I rode my Road King around. And remember in Twin Falls, and forget, we rode naked a couple places there. No helmets, no nothing. It was nice. Brings back the old days. Just going and grabbing something to eat. None of us, I don't think any of us drink, so, or do anything else, so it's not like we were going to be impaired in our outings. But, and I may just not use the GPS until I need it, or just keep the thing in the deal. But what's nice is, should you get someplace where you lose all cellular, because I don't really plan the trips in mine, so I can lose cellular. But with the GPS sitting there, just like the GSA, I always had, even though my phone was dead, I could always see where I'm going. And even though that's a super small screen, I can absolutely see it. You can see road names, and the cool thing is it's a topographical one, so you can see the hills and elevation and all that stuff with it too. I think this is going to work out great. I'm ready to go. We're leaving tomorrow. And thanks for the folks that are in the Sturgis area. One gentleman wants to try to do a meetup. I think there's somebody else as well. I don't know. I have to look. But yeah, I'm ready. I don't have to do the service on it like I thought. It's got no miles on it since last year. Now I'll bring my soft lowers with me in case we get in. You never know. One thing, we got to go over the Rocky Mountains to get over to that side. Who knows at the end of June what it's going to be like there, you know. And, you know, I was reading I was trying to get that off earlier. I don't know what that is. But they even recommend, even for this, I was just looking at the instructions for the roll bag. It's funny, they call it roll bag, sissy bar bag, rack bag. It's depending on what you're. Reminds me of BMW. I did have this on the lower ones, but I liked it being looped around that. That bar just gave it way more security. And I won't. Any heavy stuff will go in the bags. I won't. This is just gonna be clothes and some camera gear. And I don't carry big camera gear with me. Like big OS DSLRs and stuff like that. Heavy cameras, heavy batteries, heavy lenses. I just don't do that no more. Little quick access pockets all over the place. Man, these things are nice. That'll work. Heck yeah. That's a lot of room. But the funny thing, I was telling somebody that blue BMW duffel bag is 31, if you work it out, it's 3,100 cubic inches. This is 3,400 cubic inches. So what do those saddlebags, what's the cubic inches in those saddlebags for the BMW? Them things are absolutely ginormous. And that big square top loading box on them, you can so neatly pack stuff in there. These have a shape to them, so it's kind of like the rear trunk of the older Spyders. You just can't, there's certain things you can't get in there. It doesn't fit because of the width, and it's just different things come in the way. But this is the classic way of doing it. I've 3 trips I'll be taking now on these, and them saddlebags do perfectly fine. So there we are. We'll get that quad lock. I don't know how long that takes, but get that in. And that'll be the last of my setup stuff for the most part. I'm good to go. Well, hello there, you two. We finally gave up waiting for the rain to stop. Well,
it never stopped.
Waiting for it to stop. It got too dark to go out there, even if it did stop. When I was talking to you, the start of the vlog, that was the lightest it was raining all day long. Woke up in the middle of the night, go to the bathroom or whatever, I hear it pounding. Raining when I got up.
Still raining.
Yeah, when I walked out there to talk to you, I went out with an umbrella. And I go in the garage and turn the lights on and everything. And look back out and I'm going, hey, I could probably lean against do the Sasha, paint myself against the wall and do a quick hello. I wasn't going to go stand in my normal spot because it was wet out there.
Mm-hmm.
Dripping off the leaves and everything else. But anyway, that's nice that I got the bags ready to go. And just need to gather all my stuff, fill them up, and get ready to go. Just pack some clothes and my normal camera, computer stuff.
And then you'll be all ready.
Yeah, be ready to go. Then you get some stuff out of my BMW bag, like tire repair kits and stuff like that. I think I've actually got one in the Road King. I think I do.
Probably, because the Rover does.
Yeah, I was talking to Paul Lee, comments daily. We were talking about overpacking. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, he says he's a what if guy, and I said, oh my God, I'm probably the worst what if guy.
Yes, very much so.
But like you were saying, we've saved ourselves and fellow riders because you have them tools with you. Or whatever. But anyway, on this nasty night, I think we'll roll out on you.
Alrighty, well, thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow. Same smoke time, same smoke channel. Don't forget to give a thumbs up, and you guys have an amazing Monday or Tuesday.
Heck yeah. Hopefully tomorrow will be nicer today, but I don't think it's supposed to be. I think this is supposed to last till Wednesday.
Yep.
Man.
Yep.
Man, my biggest fear is taking off to go to Sturgis with this going on. My prayers are that the Road King will not see any rain.
Yes.
Poor Road King. She's lived all this time, been nice and clean.
We'd like her to stay that
way.
way.
4 years this month.
Yeah, crazy, huh?
Anyway, we're going to bounce.
All right.
Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.